They told you fruit is always healthy, but after 60, the wrong choices can quietly overload your kidneys, and your heart pays the price. Nearly 37% of adults over 65 are living with chronic kidney disease, and most don't even know it. Today, I'll show you 5 kidney-smart fruits to keep in your kitchen, and 7 you should never touch. I'll give you simple swaps and clear portions you can start using today so you stay safer without giving up foods you love. Quick note, this is education, not medical advice. If you have kidney issues or take prescription meds, especially blood pressure pills or potassium-sparing diuretics, talk to your clinician before changing your diet. I'd love to tailor this to you. Please share your age and whether you're taking blood pressure medication in the comments. I'll reply with a 1-day kidney-friendly fruit plan you can try tonight. All right, let's get practical. We'll start with the safest, low-potassium pick that most seniors already have in the house. Then we'll expose the 7 healthy fruits that quietly push potassium levels too high for many people after 60. Ready? Let's begin. Here's the simple idea we're working with. Your kidneys help balance minerals like potassium. When the kidneys slow down, a common occurrence with age, potassium can rise faster than the body can clear it. That's when healthy can turn into not safe. The goal isn't to fear fruit. The goal is to choose smarter portions of fruits that are gentler on the kidneys, while limiting the heavy hitters that spike potassium. Kidney smart fruit. Number 1, berries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, fresh or frozen. They're lower in potassium than most fruits, loaded with fiber and kind to blood sugar. Easy on digestion, easy to portion, and they taste like a treat, not a diet rule. This is a perfect breakfast topper or evening snack when cravings hit. A modest handful is usually enough to satisfy without exceeding the recommended potassium intake. Your next move, put a bag of frozen mixed berries in your freezer. Tomorrow morning, scoop a small handful over plain Greek yogurt or cottage cheese. If you're on a tighter potassium plan, rinse thawed berries briefly under cool water and drain. Then enjoy. Notice how your energy feels over the next 2 hours. Steady, not spiking. Kidney smart fruit number 2. Apples and pears. Crisp, juicy, and naturally lower in potassium per serving than the usual tropical suspects. The peel adds gentle fiber that helps with regularity, a significant benefit if medications or reduced activity have slowed things down. Baked, sliced, or chopped into a salad. It's all friendly. If you're watching blood sugar, pair half an apple with a small spoon of peanut butter or a piece of cheese to slow the rise. Your next move, buy 2 apples and 2 pears. Wash, slice, and squeeze a little lemon juice to prevent browning. Keep the slices in a glass container at eye level in your fridge. Make them your go-to snack before dinner. It'll naturally lead to smaller portions and steadier numbers. Kidney smart fruit. Number 3. Grapes, red or green, seeded or seedless. They're refreshing, hydrating, and simple to portion out. Yes, they're sweet, but a small handful checks a lot of boxes. Lower potassium than many fruits, easy on chewing and dentures, and perfect for I need something now cravings. If you've been reaching for bananas out of habit, grapes can be your softer, safer swap. Your next move, rinse a bunch, pat them dry, and portion small clusters into snack-size bags. Keep 2 in the fridge and 2 in the freezer. Frozen grapes feel like little sorbets, perfect for that late night, just one more bite feeling without the potassium punch. Kidney smart fruit. Number 4. Pineapple. Bright flavor with a gentler potassium profile than most tropical fruits. Fresh is best, but canned in its own juice works in a pinch. Just drain the extra liquid to control sugar. Pineapple pairs well with protein, which is particularly beneficial after 60. Toss a small portion into a chicken salad or mix a few chunks into cottage cheese. You'll get flavor without the heavy potassium load. Your next move. Buy a pre-cut cup of fresh pineapple. Divide it into 2 or 3 small servings. Pair each with a protein, a few bites of leftover chicken, a scoop of cottage cheese, or a small Greek yogurt. Enjoy one serving at lunch and another as an afternoon pick-me-up. Kidney smart fruit. Number 5. Watermelon. Mainly water, light on potassium for the portion, and very satisfying when thirst shows up as hunger. For many seniors, subtle dehydration is a daily occurrence, especially in warmer months or with the use of diuretics. A small wedge of watermelon can help satisfy cravings and encourage you to drink more water without even thinking about it. Just keep the portion modest and skip the salted shaker on top. Your next move. Cut a small wedge and cube it. Keep it in a bowl near your water pitcher. When you pour a glass, take a few cubes. Link the two habits, a few bites of watermelon, a few sips of water, and notice how your afternoon cravings fade. You'll notice a pattern with these 5. Gentler potassium, natural fiber, easy to portion, easy to pair with protein or yogurt, so you stay full. They're not magic, they're practical, and that's what sticks. Now let's talk about the 7 fruits that cause the most trouble for people who are asked to limit potassium. This isn't about good versus bad, it's about right now, with your labs and meds, these hit harder than you think. If your kidney numbers are normal and your clinician hasn't told you to limit potassium, you don't need to fear these. But if you've been told to cut back, these are the first 7 to watch. Watch list fruit number 1, bananas. Yes, they're convenient. Yes, they're classic. However, they're also potassium dense for the portion, and most people eat the whole thing without realizing it. If you've been having a banana every morning and your potassium levels are high, this one habit might be the hidden driver. You can still achieve that creamy texture with a small portion of Greek yogurt or half a cup of cottage cheese without the same potassium load. Your next move. If bananas are a daily habit, try this for 7 days. Skip the banana. Swap in a small handful of grapes or berries over yogurt. If you truly miss the flavor, slice 1/3 of a small banana as a garnish on day 3 or 4. See if your cravings calm down faster than you expected. Watch list fruit number 2, oranges and orange juice. Vitamin C sounds fantastic. Baron but the potassium adds up, especially with juice. The problem with juice is simple. It's easy to drink 2 or 3 oranges worth of potassium in a few gulps. If your clinician flagged high potassium, swap the juice for water and use orange zest for flavor. For the whole fruit, think of it as minor and occasional, and eat it with food. Your next move, pour your morning orange juice into a shot glass. That's your visual for how concentrated it is. Replace the rest with water and a squeeze of lemon. Keep the ritual, change the load. If you crave that citrus brightness, grate a little orange zest into your yogurt or oatmeal instead of drinking a full glass of juice.
Watch list fruit number 3, cantaloupe. It looks light, but the potassium adds up quickly once you exceed a few cubes. The bigger the bowl, the bigger the surprise. If melon is your evening snack, consider switching to watermelon cubes 3 nights a week. You'll get the exact cool and refreshing moment with a lighter potassium footprint. Your next move, pre-portion cantaloupe into a tiny bowl and alternate nights with watermelon. If you use a big bowl by habit, switch to a teacup, same hand-to-mouth comfort, but with more intelligent portion control. Watch list fruit number 4, honeydew. It shares the same melon problem as cantaloupe, gentle flavor, stealthy potassium. Seniors often eat honeydew in big fruit salads, not realizing the total adds up across the plate. If a Sunday brunch fruit tray is a tradition, opt for more berries and pineapple and reserve the honeydew for a few polite bites. Your next move, at buffets or family brunches, do a mental rule of 3. 3 spoonfuls of berries, 1 spoonful of pineapple, and just a couple of honeydew pieces. Enjoy every bite, then move on. Watch list fruit number 5, avocado. Technically, a fruit and potassium dense. That half avocado on toast, the guacamole at dinner, the healthy fat justification, all common. If your labs are high or your clinician asked you to limit potassium, avocado is a quick way to overshoot. You can still get healthy fat from olive oil on a salad, far less potassium attached.
Your next move, swap half an avocado on toast for a drizzle of olive oil and a sprinkle of seeds. Add a squeeze of lemon for brightness. If you miss the creamy element, spread a thin layer of ricotta and top with sliced tomato. You'll get a similar mouthfeel without the same potassium hit. Watch list fruit number 6, dried fruits, raisins, dates, prunes, apricots. Drying concentrates everything, sugar, calories, and yes, potassium. A small handful can equal several whole fruits. For seniors with constipation, prunes can be helpful, but consult with your clinician about consuming a small portion paired with extra water, or consider using fiber from berries, pears, and vegetables instead. Your next move. If trail mix is your afternoon habit, consider creating a new blend. Mostly unsalted nuts and seeds, a few dark chocolate chips for added enjoyment, and a subtle sprinkle of dried fruit for sweetness. Measure it into a ramekin. Close the bag, put the bag away before taking your first bite. Watch list fruit. Number 7. Pomegranate and coconut water. These feel clean and healthy, but they're deceptively high in potassium per cup. Pomegranate seeds tossed on everything. Coconut water after a walk. Both can nudge daily totals higher than you think. If you want the bright flavor of pomegranate, use a tablespoon of seeds as a garnish, not a bowlful. If you wish to the electrolyte feel of coconut water, ask your clinician for a lower potassium alternative. Your next move, make a simple flavored water pitcher. Slice a few strawberries, add a lemon round, and toss in a couple of mint leaves. Chill it. When you crave coconut water, pour a tall glass of this instead and savor it slowly. You'll get the ah moment without the potassium surprise. Let's pause here and make the plan feel human. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to memorize lists. You only need 2 moves this week. First, add 1 kidney smart fruit you enjoy every day. Berries, apple or pear slices, grapes, pineapple, or a small wedge of watermelon. Second, cut your biggest watch list habit in half. The banana every morning, the orange juice glass, the nightly melon bowl, the avocado toast, the handful of dried fruit, the coconut water bottle. Add 1, trim 1, that's it. Your next move, write today's date on a sticky note. Under it, write add 1. Trim 1, place the note where you store your fruit. Each time you open the fridge, you'll remember the 2 moves. Small changes get repeated, beat perfect plans you never start. What about sugar? Good question. Fruit sugar hits everyone a little differently. Pairing fruit with protein or healthy fats helps slow the rise. Yogurt, cottage cheese, a slice of cheese, a few nuts, or even a spoonful of peanut butter. If you're managing diabetes alongside kidney concerns, keep portions small and pair them with wise choices. A few bites of the right fruit with protein often leave you more satisfied than a whole bowl of the wrong fruit alone. What about fiber? Another great question. Many seniors are deficient in fiber, and the right fruit can help with regularity, cholesterol levels, and feelings of fullness. That's one reason the 5 Kidney Smart fruits are so helpful. They give you fiber without pushing potassium too high. Keep the peels on apples and pears whenever possible. Choose whole fruit over juice. Chew slowly. Savor. Your stomach and your numbers both like that pace. Hydration matters too. When you're low on fluids, your body holds on to things it would normally flush. If your clinician has instructed you to follow a fluid restriction, adhere to their guidance. If not, use fruit as a reminder to sip more water. Link them together, a small portion of fruit and a small glass of water, and your afternoon energy often steadies out on its own. Let's make this even easier. Here's what a simple day might look like when you want to keep potassium gentler without giving up on flavor. Breakfast. Plain Greek yogurt with a small handful of berries. If you miss sweet, add a sprinkle of cinnamon or a drop of vanilla. Skip the banana. If you love crunch, crumble 2 or 3 plain crackers on top, just enough to keep it interesting. Lunch. Chicken salad with a few pineapple chunks folded in. A handful of grapes on the side if you want something fresh. Add a tall glass of water with lemon and a few strawberry slices floating in there. Looks fancy. Feels special. Afternoon, pear slices with a small slice of cheese. If you're a tea person, brew a cup and slow down for 5 minutes. Let your nervous system catch up with you. Your cravings will calm down too. Dinner. Your regular plate, just watch the stealth fruits. Tomato sauce counts, avocado counts. If a fruit salad appears, scoop the berries and pineapple first. Keep the melons to a couple of pieces and move on. If you want something cool afterward, 2 or 3 frozen grapes and a few watermelon cubes do the trick. Evening, if you like a snack before bed and your clinician is okay with dairy, a few spoonfuls of cottage cheese with a small spoon of berries on top hits that dessert note without the potassium bomb. Your next move. Screenshot that sample day. Try it once this week. Not forever. Not perfect, just once. Notice how you sleep that night and how your energy feels the next morning. If it helps, repeat it 2 or 3 days the following week. Let's address the but what if moments that derail people. What if family brings a giant fruit platter? You don't need to lecture anyone. Quietly build your plate with berries, some pineapple, a couple of watermelon cubes, smile, enjoy. No one notices what you didn't take. What if you're traveling and options are limited? Gas stations almost always have banana, But they also have apple slices, little fruit cups packed in juice, and bottled water. Drain the fruit cup, take half, and save the rest for later. What if you slip and eat the banana and the melon and the orange juice in one day? You're human. Don't spiral. Start again at the next meal. Add one, trim one. One more thing. Lab results tell your true story. If your potassium has been normal and no one told you to limit it, you don't have to live in fear of fruit. Eat a varied diet, keep portions moderate. If your clinician says it's time to watch potassium, use this video as your blueprint. Customize from there. Everyone's plan is a little different, based on kidneys, heart, meds, and blood sugar. Now, take a breath. You're not broken, you're not behind, and you're definitely not doomed to a life without sweet, fresh things. You just need a handful of smarter choices and a few tiny habits that fit inside your real life. That's how you keep your numbers steadier and your independence longer. Your next move. In the comments, tell me your age and whether you're on blood pressure medication, water pills, or potassium supplements. I'll reply with a simple one-day fruit plan you can try tonight, using the 5 Kidney Smart fruits that fit you best. If you want more daily tips like this, short, simple, senior-friendly, hit subscribe and tap the bell. I've got your back. Education only, not medical advice. If you have kidney disease, heart issues, diabetes, or take prescription meds, check with your clinician before changing your diet. If you feel unwell, stop and get care. You matter. Your strength and safety matter. And with a few small swaps, you're already moving in the right direction.